But yeah, Justin. I think I'm sure he's just. I don't know. Maybe he got lost in the tweets.
Or like lost on the horse skiing thing. Yeah.
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 Maybe he's side loading the new version.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that too.
So I'll ask you guys. I'll
There
start
he
this
is.
out asking you guys a question. Oh, he's here. Sweet.
Oh, perfect timing.
Noise.
Hola.
We thought you died, so.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't.
We're
You were
gonna-
just messaging me, so I believed.
Oh. We're gonna message and see if you responded, and I guess if you didn't respond, we assume you're dead.
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah,
reasonable to me. I don't know.
That front patio is pretty dangerous. There's like lizards. There's like mice come by,
Lizards.
like-
Oh no, not lizards.
Lizards.
Not lizards.
You gotta watch out for those.
So I have a question for you guys concerning our space here. Let me get your guys' opinion on this. It's kind of cool, but I want to be safe. So, and Justin, I've talked a little bit about this, but so we have a person that is interested. He's kind of helping us get off Normcore, moving our stuff to another platform where we can do avatars, names, grabbable objects, all that fun stuff. He's been doing some good stuff. He's recently asked us instead of paying an hourly thing or whatever, he'd rather just partner up and kind of be part of the team and just go that way with it. So I've been kind of dragging my feet because it's kind of scary with contracts and stuff. Like, it's totally not my realm. So for IP-based items, I'm just curious what you guys would suggest for that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean what do you mean, like
Yeah, I don't really
protecting your
understand the question.
company, or
So just like the podcast as a whole, like I just want to make sure, like if said person continues or ever stops working on the project, how does that work on document and paperwork and contract wise and that kind of thing?
I mean,
if
it really
it's
would depend on how you write it. I mean, like, are they trying to get like a portion of what you're doing here?
He said we could name whatever percent and that's fine. He likes what we do, wants to help and be part of it and have fun and all that. But I just want to make sure it's safe for everyone and it's equal for everyone. What I'm, because once we start adding all that, we have plans to go to Patreon and do some fun stuff. So I want everyone to be, get a fair share of all that. But I also, like, if someone ever wants to stop, working on it, how do you write that into a contract? That's where I'm kind of stuck.
Like an early termination kind of clause thing, perhaps.
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't we need samurai lawyer dude here for this?
Right.
Yeah, we have a literal samurai lawyer that you
Yeah,
can talk to.
I think we're the wrong people to
Oh, we
ask.
should ask him. I wouldn't expect to bring in too much money, like from Patreon. Like, be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I think the most I ever brought in, like in a month, is like 900.
Oh,
and that was like a really good
Wow.
month. I think. Like,
Yeah, it
I know
seems-
that. It's mainly like just to protect, like the podcast on my end of it,
I mean,
just in
you
case.
really should just be able to like write in that you have, whatever percentages, and they can, those percentages could change at any time.
Okay.
Write in like everybody has to agree, something like that.
Cool.
Based on termination or something like that.
you can say
This
like
is
the
not
percentages
legal
apply
advice.
as long as everyone's
Just-
No,
on the
it's not.
project.
Just to anyone listening, this is not legal advice. Don't listen
Yeah,
to that.
frankly, I don't even remember what my contracts say with my employees, so
Nice.
I had I hired the Reddit lawyers to do our
Seems useful.
contract stuff. So I didn't. I do not know anything about that.
Sounds like you're going to get ousted from your own company in like a year and a half.
No. Without me, there is nothing. Oh my.
Yeah, I fucking feel that.
Right.
Yeah. I just hire
Major-
contract workers, so my contracts are simple. Like,
Fair.
February, it's like you do this many
Mhm.
hours, this is how much I pay you per hour.
Hey,
What
Dmaw,
about
how stressed are
depending on
you?
state they're in? What the contractor laws are like, and early
Right.
termination. Do you have to notify them by 30 days or
Yeah, I have a
compensate
website
them?
that
Blah 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 blah.
does it
There's-
for me. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
You just put in the states and it adds the clause in. Not that it. Let's be honest though, like I can't afford the lawyers, like they can't afford the lawyers, so like there's not really any teeth in there to like any way to enforce those contracts, anyways. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it's good faith type stuff. It's just like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not
right.
trying to fuck you over, but
Yeah. I have no worries. I just want it to be legit and okay and not
Right.
have to worry about shit.
Fair.
I just
Yeah.
thought it'd be a good subject to talk about with you guys anyway, even though
Yeah,
some
I
of you
feel like-
probably don't really deal with it.
it might be too early to really want to get too deep into like the legal type stuff with that. Like to me, it seems
Yeah, I kind of think that.
That's true.
yeah, there's probably
You
not
could-
that much, like not that much money involved anyway. I was just like,
you
Yeah.
could
Make a verbal
have
agreement
you
or
could
whatever.
have your you guys could have a written agreement between the two of you or
Right.
whoever that however many people are involved and be like, yeah, this is because like me and my partner, we didn't have really anything set up like that, and we were just like grinding on the game, and then once it got funded, then we made a company and
Gotcha.
all that stuff, and then hashed it
Cool.
out then because like
Mhm.
yeah, until money starts becoming like an actual big thing to me, it seems
Which
like
is
there's no legal technically there's really no legal anything that I mean you can just do like a written agreement between the two of you.
Mhm.
cool.
Maybe you have to get it notarized. I have no idea, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't
Awesome.
worry about it just yet.
That was
Yeah.
the
Should
should
money
tell them to
is
switch
not a
this texture
concern.
to
it's
a
just
point
the other
filter.
stuff.
It's on like a bilinear or trilinear filter. It's making it all blurry.
I think
random
Wookie
note.
did that just because the mip maps and you guys talking about them just to smooth those over.
Ah.
But I mean, it's supposed to be like pixelated looking, so like, I mean, I
Right.
don't know.
Not
That's
the
just my opinion.
posters though.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
guess.
It was causing people eye strain.
Yeah, I've still on the
Ah.
old version, and they are very eye strainy.
Yeah.
I think
No,
it's just like the texture though, just for like the one environment. Probably because I mean the textures are fine, like because they're higher resolution, but this is like
Well, the walls were actually like the straight lines were a little squiggly. I'm sure Dmaw can attest to that if
I
you're in
think
that old build.
they're squiggly. They're
Yeah.
squiggly
They just
as
seem
balls.
very like they're mipping at very
Squiggly
low
balls.
levels.
Yeah.
this
And
Skybox
that's why
reminds me
we're-
of Marvel vs. Capcom too.
Does
Yeah.
the Serial's whole game squiggle like
Ah,
this?
fair.
It does not. No.
Really? What's he doing?
I think it's just whatever we did when we brought it in. I don't know.
What kind of? I'm just curious what kind of aliasing or like method he's using, or filtering for his textures and things.
He's like, I have no idea.
The one on the left.
Serial, where are you?
The one on the left.
Yeah. All right. Listen, I got some beef with Cyril. I messaged him one day and I was
yeah.
like, "You smell that shit?" And he's like, "No, I don't smell it." All right. The dude's nose is clearly fucking busted. All right. I don't like. Listen, Cyril. If you're listening out there, buddy, your nose is broke ass. All right. Like All right. Here's the thing. I've lived in Savannah. You've lived in Savannah. He's lived in Savannah so much longer than me, like 10 more years than me. And he says he doesn't smell it, but I think it's because he's used to it.
Yeah, his,
All right.
his nose is
All
probably deaf to it.
I smell the paper mill. Okay, because the reason why, because he would say, "Oh, it's just where you live, right?" It's like, "Oh, you just live." I've lived pretty much in every corner. I just now moved to the only place in Savannah that I've never lived before, and I still fucking smell it. It's just like once a week.
One of the first
a week.
apartments I lived on was down by a brewery, and oh my god, did that reek! And then after a year, like I didn't smell it anymore. So,
Exactly.
There's
I
a
think Cyril-
Budweiser
I think-
factory not too far from where I live, and like when you drive by it, like it's terrible. Like
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. We have a paper mill in our city that that makes the entire city reek, like
Wow.
twice a week. I mean, once a week
Wow.
or something.
at least it's
And,
only once a week. Budweiser.
Yeah, when I worked on
factory
the road,
smelled, like,
there was a
constantly.
town we went through with a paper mill, and I'd have to like speed to get through there.
I can't imagine. How
man.
bad could a paper mill possibly smell? Like, I've
Oh.
never smelled that.
You're
It's like
from Georgia,
pouring
right?
water and dog food
Yeah,
and
but, like,
microwaving it for 5
Atlanta-
minutes.
Oh my.
nasty.
Did you ever drive through Gainesville?
No.
Oh man, you missed it. How did you not go to Gainesville, Georgia, the chicken capital of the world?
I don't even like chicken. What?
Gainesville,
He's a
Georgia is the
vegetarian.
chicken capital of the world. It exports more chicken than any place in the world. Or process. It's insane. It smells
I
like
think
chicken
it's
shit.
time to leave Georgia. Like,
Have you ever
it's
smelled
too much
chicken
knowledge
shit
about
before,
Georgia.
Robert? Robert,
Yeah,
have you
why
ever
do you-
smelled chicken shit?
Why do you
yes,
know
I've
this?
smelled
Dima?
chicken farms. They're fucking awful.
It's like that
Okay.
but sharp.
Ugh.
But sharp?
Yeah. Paper meals are it's like a sharp. Paper meals are like a sharp
cheddar,
smell.
but it's sharp chicken
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, sharp chicken shit, bro. Yeah.
Sharp chicken shit.
Yeah, it's like sharp
Oh,
chicken
man.
shit and a little bit of sulfur. A little bit of sulfur.
Well, just a little bit of that rotten egg smell.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
It's
downtown
disgusting.
Richmond smells like rotten eggs frequently because there's a gas plant.
Yeah, there you go.
ah.
There you go. Cyril's nose. This is a PSA to anyone.
Nose
Cyril's
line.
nose is busted. I don't care what he says. No matter what propaganda, no matter what pro Savannah propaganda he tries to preach,
This is a weird
his
tangent.
nose is fucked. All right, it's just no way about it.
You
I
just
thought,
lost
like,
your entire
moved to
Savannah
the
audience.
elitist-
did you?
Yeah, no, I moved to a more like elitist area of the city, and it's now fucking. It still smells like ass. I don't.
You should just
I
get a
don't
big
understand.
ass air freshener.
I don't know where he
like
could
a-
live in the city that he can't smell it unless he lives by the airport. All right.
The planes like swipe the smell away.
Oh, man.
Yeah. The planes blow the smell away.
Oh man.
I don't even consider that Savannah anymore. I know his bitch ass lives downtown. I know he lives in one of those like 500-year-old buildings that's like made of brick and just like super artsy. But
To be honest, I've only been there once, and I never smelt anything bad.
were you there for Wednesday at 5 p.m.?
We're on one of those tour things going through
Yeah,
town
the
on
trolley-
like
the
a
trolley
110-degree
tours.
day. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Dude, Savannah's a pit of hell, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
There was no
It's hot.
wind. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's hot.
All of fucking Georgia is just hot and humid. It's the worst state.
The top of Georgia's great.
California's
Uh,
great. Me and Johnny like have great weather right now. Like
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah,
Johnny's
you guys
been
just
eating,
deal with,
dinner on
earthquakes
his-
and giant
on his
fires.
patio. and
Yeah.
everything, like-
Yeah. And living the
This
good
is
life.
no longer a VR podcast. This is an
Yeah.
environmental.
Right.
Talking about, like,
Society
nice places to
podcast.
live.
I think this should just be a shitting on Georgia podcast.
No, that's pretty
You know,
shit.
it's funny. I
but it's-
posted a clip from my horror game on TikTok that's kind of blowing up, and there's like
Yeah.
100 comments saying that it's just like Ohio. They're like normal day in Ohio.
Why is Ohio just like a
It's
fucking meth
Ohio,
state?
dude.
Happens in Ohio all the time.
Oh, I need to follow That's your TikTok
hilarious.
on my new account. I don't think I follow.
Oh,
your
you have a
TikTok.
new one, huh? I was confused. I was
Yeah.
like, I could have sworn you had way more followers on TikTok, but you have like a
No, I
sushi
made
bid
a
one,
new.
now
I
you
made
have
a new one
Dmaw
because I wanted to make just a personal dev one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so slow growing. Oh my god, I hate it. I'm so bad.
Yeah, it takes like one like post like blowing up for you to get like a good following. Like
Yeah.
Like for me, it was slow, and then I had one like I had a video where I jump off like a ceiling beam and like stab someone in the head, and that
Nice.
one is at like 400,000 views or something right now. But like yeah, that one got me from
That's
like
crazy.
a couple hundred followers to like 3,000, and then now I'm
Where
almost
you
at
at now?
5,000.
That's
Nice.
dope.
I
Yeah.
Where
think
you
the
at
rubber
now?
chicken's gonna help your latest one.
Oh, the DJ, the chicken, DJ with the chicken.
Just what's your follower count at now?
On TikTok,
Yeah, TikTok.
4,800. I think I just cracked 4,800 with some of those little horror
Nice.
videos I posted.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't even care about Twitter anymore. TikTok's where it's at.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I might as well have 0 followers at this point on Twitter. You know, give me that. No, shout out to my followers. I love you guys. Don't Don't die. Don't leave.
But it's just like the
Don't
same
leave.
people liking my stuff all the time. So you guys are great, but you already bought the game like a long time ago. We need you people. We need TikTok.
It's just like it feels like the just the vast number of people that you can get on TikTok compared to Twitter is just stupid. It's just stupid.
It's
just
ridiculous.
Yeah, even like a bad
Yeah.
post will have like 200 likes. It's like
Yeah,
it's
it's
dead, and it has
dumb.
like 200-300
Right.
likes.
right?
Yeah,
And then
I
a
just-
good post on TikTok is easily in the thousands, like or more.
yeah, it's crazy.
Mhm.
I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just.
Yeah,
TikTok's
it's just the
weird
way
because, like-
TikTok's made. It's just made to like consume. It's like it just gets those
Yeah.
videos out of front of people.
Right.
And it shows
Yeah.
people the same. I don't even know this for like Twitter, but it shows me like the same post like over and over. Like, and it's like I already liked this post, so you know that I saw it. Why are you showing it to me again like 3 days later?
Maybe you don't follow.
Right.
Maybe you don't follow enough people. Because like, the reason why
like
the reason why it'll
1,000
show you
people or
another
something.
post, a lot of times it shows you the same post because there's an update to it. So like someone comment, there's a new comment from the creator,
it's on
or the
there.
creator retweeted it, or they liked it themselves.
Mhm.
So it'll pop up. I mean, that's a tactic that I use all the time to get
Or
Ah.
like your own tweets like a few days later.
Yeah, I like my own tweets. I retweet my own content because like half your follower base does not see your content when you first post it. Twitter just does not
Yeah.
give it to them.
I've
Yeah,
heard
that's
that.
what's annoying
Mhm.
about Twitter. It does not show your stuff as well as, and that's what's cool about TikTok. Like your videos build up. Like you can have a video that's like a month old, and you'll still be getting like new likes on it and stuff.
Yeah,
Right,
that's the
right.
coolest. That's what I like about TikTok the most is because your post doesn't die after 24 hours. On
Right.
Twitter,
Yeah.
the algorithm will 100% drop your post 24 hours after you post it.
Right.
It's just like, nah, dog, I ain't promoting that. And then all you'll get is like a week's worth of trickle likes for people who don't follow a lot of people. You just get like about little trickles. I hate it. It's the worst. Shout out to my trickle likers. I love you guys.
Trickle likes. Oh man.
But yeah, y'all make me sad at the
Those
same
people that
time.
only log on like once a week. Like.
Yeah. So that's what it is. It's the people that don't log on that often and they don't follow a ton of people, and so they
Right.
like. It's crazy. It's
Yeah, and they only have
Uh-huh.
like 30 people following them, so it's not like them liking it's gonna like.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. It won't peak.
Right.
It won't be enough to like revigorate the algorithm. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like
Right.
even when I retweet something that the algorithm has dropped, I barely see any activity
Mhm.
Yeah.
boosted from it. Like I went and retweeted some VR game I found the other day, one of their posts from April or something, and it got no traction whatsoever, despite being a great post.
Wow.
It got like 2 likes from my followers, and that was it. No one else saw it.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Or maybe they just thought it was shit. I don't
know. They didn't share their opinion.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is dumb.
Fair.
Yeah.
But we have to use it.
Yeah. TikTok's
How's
really the only
development
one you
going
have
for
to use.
everyone?
You can
Mhm.
literally ignore TikTok forever now. You don't even. That doesn't fucking matter. It's just like a TikTok's. That's it. That's the platform to make
Yeah,
money
Yeah,
for your
if you
game.
do only one, you
Yeah.
still only do TikTok. Yeah, that's,
Right.
that's better
Dude.
than like the next like 3 after that. Like,
Yeah. It's like it's triple. It's like I'll go like because I like to scope out other people's Twitter accounts, and there'll be like a Twitter account person. They have like maybe 10,000 followers or 5,000 followers on Twitter, and then I go to their TikTok and they got like 100,000 people, 1 million people, and I'm like, bruh.
Right.
If you know that girl that does Beat Saber stuff,
Macy,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Nacy,
Mhm.
yeah, bro, she's
Mhm.
wild, man. She like on Twitter, she's just got like 14,000 or maybe 20,000. I don't remember exactly, but on TikTok, dude, she got like
Yeah,
2
TikTok's
million.
huge.
Wow.
Same thing with
million.
Techman Jew. Like he's got like crazy amounts
Yeah.
of people on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I saw that.
yeah. So it's just like you have a much higher chance of reaching a wider audience on TikTok
And
than you would on Twitter.
new audience every time too. Like
Yeah,
that's what's nice.
yeah.
So if you are wanting to like sell your game, you can new people will actually see it. Like
I don't know. Do you
constantly.
think the audience like quality is better on TikTok?
It's
though?
better.
I mean, it's more
100 times
people.
better. 100
It's more
times
people,
better.
but there's no like links to anything unless I go to your profile. Like
It doesn't
that's,
matter.
That's good enough, dude. Like, yeah,
That's
like,
good enough.
They see it.
People will do
They're
it.
excited. They'll go
Right.
on there. Like, my sales are directly linked to how much I like post on TikTok. Like 100% full, complete correlation to how much I post on TikTok. Like, if I don't
you
post
can
on
go.
TikTok,
Wow.
I don't get sales. Like, that's it.
Wow.
You
for
could go.
sure.
You could legit because I used to think the customer base there would be shit. Like I thought they would be the number. Okay, it had huge numbers, but are the customers actually, is it good? Is it like actually people that would actually purchase your shit? And it is. That's where that's where your customer base is
it's
on
surprising.
TikTok. Because I thought it would be shit too, so I never focused on it. But like all these, you constantly see posts on Reddit, the game dev Reddit, where people are like, "Yeah, as soon as I started getting followers on TikTok, like I started instead of getting wish lists, I actually got purchases."
Right.
It's crazy. Even the guy that works on my game who does like the VR physics stuff for our game, like TikTokers will find like his free demo and they'll call it like Bone Labs or whatever, like a free Bone Labs, and he gets like thousands and thousands of downloads on his free demo every single time a TikToker makes a video on his thing.
That's why I really wish Facebook didn't kill their ads program. Like, I feel there's so many people on there asking, like, "Oh, is this free? Is this free?" And I swear, like, if you could just put out free VR games with some ads in it, like, I feel like there would be money there. But like,
dude, I would have. My game would have killed on
piss
that.
themselves and get scared. Like,
I mean, them killing their ads is only temporary. I think we know that. I mean, it's fucking Facebook. It'll be
they should
bad.
have killed. I feel like they should have just like went for it. Like, who cares if people are gonna complain? Like, okay, maybe those 2 developers dropped it, but like other developers would have picked it up. Like,
I would have taken it, dude. I would have taken that in a heartbeat. I want to get soy sauce sponsorships from fucking Pico Man. I want Boss Coffee. I want Boss Coffee vending machines in my game. I want fucking Honda. I want a Honda sponsorship. I want to put Honda vehicles in my car. That'll be the exclusive vehicle of Sushi Bin characters, Hondas. Get me in. Yeah, dude. Get me in.
Oh, you know what's funny? The Beards and Boomerangs guy, he actually got like a mini sponsor from a brewery. He put a label, the beer label in. He didn't give him money, but they sent him a bunch of free beer. And I'm like, yeah, I would have done it for free beer.
Hell yeah, me too, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's sick. Yeah, if that beer brand blows up, then you're gonna, you got some. It's good tie-ins.
That's funny.
Yeah, I feel like being an indie dev is all about marketing yourself now. Like you just have to.
Yeah.
It's the hardest fucking thing.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it's hard, but it's something that you can just brute force, I think.
I don't know, maybe. Especially like after my recent Twitter fucking thing, we definitely want to post more.
I don't even.
I would say it's like
it's
time consuming more than it is hard. Like, it's just, you gotta be at it.
Yeah.
You gotta get lucky, but it's like a slot machine. The more spins you get, the better chance you have.
Exactly. That's what 100%, bro. Like, dude, do you actually use the TikTok app to make the videos, like to edit them, like add text and shit?
No, I've done it a couple times, but I post it from my computer, or like if I needs to be a video response, I'll make it on my computer and put it on my phone so I can post it. That's so annoying that you can't do that on the computer. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the annoying part. That's the biggest reason I don't like using TikTok, because like if I want to do like text or any of those effects or anything in my videos, I gotta fucking use the app. So I have to put I have to like drop like a video file in my Google Drive, and then I download it to my phone, and then I have to upload it to TikTok, and then I have to type in the text that I want. Add the speech.
I just plug my Android phone right into my PC, load it, drag and drop.
Part of the problem of everything being mobile first.
I don't have any ports. I don't have any ports available.
But a lot of times I'll just, because I have like video editing software on my computer for making trailers and stuff, so I'll just go and just make it on there. Or what I also do is I have what's that called? OBS Studio. I have a preset for TikTok where I can have like a video of me on the bottom and like the game on like my screen capture on top.
Oh, there we go. That's the shit.
And I just like record them like that, and then I can throw them on my phone real quick.
I need to get on it too. I don't know.
They had that.
I don't want to show my face that much, but like maybe I should, because I feel like that like boosts.
Put a mask on.
I don't want dreams, bro.
Catch more attention.
Yeah. Dreams out here.
Oh, come on, man. We've seen you. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
But I just don't like it because like I don't like I'd have to clean my room a little bit, make sure the background's
No,
nice.
just use the NVIDIA like background remover. Just like get a picture of clean room and replace your background with it.
Dude, it looked dude, Chris Pratt. He had like his entire background like blurred in that in the Mario trailer thing or whatever. I thought it was so funny.
I blur my background, but just because I think it looks nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just weird seeing a celebrity do something like that, and then Jack Black's just like he found a nice spot in his room, and it's like it's a blank wall.
I had a meeting with Lucas the other day, and he tried to take his laptop out on the roof in New York so he can like have a meeting out there, but there's no reception. He was like, "Oh, it's too ambitious." I was like, "Well, it looked nice out there for the like 3 frames that I was able to see it."
Oh man.
That Lucas guy seems interesting.
Oh yeah, he's a funny character. He was on the Comic-Con panel with me and Jonny.
I see. I can't. I don't know if I can take him seriously or not yet. I can't tell if he's just memeing or what. What's going on with the guy?
I don't know. He's a good business mind. Like he's got that AR house going. He's got investors paying for everything.
That sounds creepy, dude. Having an AR house sounds like the weirdest type of incubator I've ever heard, dude. That's like some like.
I feel like he's one of the biggest people in our space. In general.
Those TikTok influencers have influencer houses. Where you go and you live and you grind out TikToks and shit. Like that's the same thing.
And then fucking sexual assaults happen. It always fucking happens in those places.
Yeah, like I can't trust a house full of like dudes, dead dudes.
I mean, they have a pretty diverse crowd there.
I kind of like the idea
I visited the AR house
pretty
before,
cool.
and like it was always pretty chill when I went there. Like,
We'll see. Give it time.
Well, yeah, he's like he wants me to work on that project. You want to come and stay there for a few nights? I'm like, I don't know.
That's a little weird, bro.
Everything. I'm like,
dude, I
got like a house and like my own life and everything.
I was like, you have a whole wife? Like, I think I want to chill at home with my wife,
Yeah, dude. He's starting a commune, bro. It's a commune. He's starting a goddamn.
It is, but I mean, the cohorts are only there
bro.
for a month, so it's not like you can like live off of that. It's not like, I didn't know what I was gonna do, and then now I'm saved because I can stay here. It's like it's a month. Like,
oh, is it? It's only a month. That's sweet. That's
They have like a cohort there, and people go and they stay there for like a month, and then they bring in like a new cohort.
That's
kind of
interesting. It was a month, unless they change it. But no, I think normally their cohorts are like a month long. He was telling me.
Okay.
Like in one of his recent tweets, he was talking about like this fucking VR thing he wants to do where there's no fucking like laser pointers, and I felt so vindicated. Everyone else is starting to notice it.
I'm on a friend DA on that, but that project he has is pretty interesting. Like, it's pretty different, like in a lot of ways.
Right? Is that the button thing he talked about the other day, or?
No, I don't think he's mentioned this one, but it's pretty revolutionary. Like a new way to use like VR that hasn't really been like thought of yet.
That's a pretty strong term to use. I'm skeptical as balls right now. I'm gonna need to. I'm not gonna believe anything.
Ah, man.
He seems like one of those like charlatan type characters that just goes around selling snake oil and stuff.
I am kind of a fanboy of his. I saw him do this really dope Magic Leap demo where he like mirrored a room using a portal on his wall. It was like he did the portal gun using the Magic Leap. It was really wild.
It's pretty cool. Then, like the one thing I did like was his. I really liked his whole like. Didn't he like record his entire life and put it in VR or some shit?
Oh, for a year, his time machine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I really like Magnetron. That was my favorite thing he did. Microwave that tried to kill him.
I thought that was super cool.
He knows how to market himself. That's for damn sure.
That's true.
But he was in Spaceship quite often. Like we chatted a couple times. Seems like a cool guy.
No, I'm sure he's a cool guy. I just like to give him a hard time. It seems like I want there to be like a
hippie type.
Yeah, I want there to be a VR like commune, and I want him to be like this guru that's like he's doing instead of hot yoga, he's doing hot AR. It's
he's
like
gonna have like homemade like vegetables that were like made better using AR and stuff.
Yeah, he'll start making his own AR devices and shit. It's gonna be great. No shoes allowed, boys. Where we're going. No shoes
Everyone's gonna
allowed.
have like dreadlocks and tie-dye shirts.
Right.
Get me in, bro.
Oh.
RG3
Oh.
You can
Everything
only wear
smells like
clothes that
patchouli.
are in AR. You can't wear actual clothing.
I know all the clothes you wear is just like green screen like clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an AR, just what are those codes called? The QR codes.
QR codes everywhere around the house. Oh, like the
Oh,
house
man.
doesn't function unless you have like a HoloLens on or some shit or whatever. And you're just like, yeah, can't use anything, can't read. Like, no, there's no labels on anything in the house. It's just a bunch of boxes that you have to have a VR, like some
Yeah,
AR
everything just
device.
has QR codes on it. Like,
Yeah. Oh. Well, good for that guy. I think there needs to be someone like him doing weird stuff.
Fair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we took over your
you
show,
guys seen the
Hardcore PJ.
Team
Oh,
Team Infinite logos? I
Yeah,
did.
you got like another question for us or something?
Sounds like a couple of you guys have some updates coming up. We were talking about to your games.
Oh yeah, I put out my update
Yeah.
today. I got the new opening to the game,
Oh,
new
nice.
NPCs, new area, and I got the
Mhm.
player home, which I reprogrammed and it actually works right the first time I tested it, which is awesome. Like you can
Nice.
store like weapons and items in the house. So
Okay.
eventually you have like rare like decorations you can unlock. Because I was talking about the publisher too, and that was one of their things was like the end game. And I already had that. I was like, after they beat it, we're gonna have like grindy quests so they can, get rare weapons and decorations for their home. That's gonna
Right.
take a long time to get because
Yeah,
sometimes
everybody
I
wants
play
that kind
games
of
and I
content.
finish them and I'm like, I want to keep playing this game, but there's nothing left to do in it. So I just want to give people
Right.
stuff left to unlock if they want to just keep killing people and collecting
Right.
resources.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yeah.
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 We got some nice updates coming. We got we just have like a bunch of different tutorial stuff and like a whole new opening for the demo.
Nice.
We have a bunch of like quality of life stuff. I've seen enough bitching about the stupid fucking snap turning that we're just gonna fucking add it.
Dude, I cannot play a video game without snap turning. I'm sorry. You're just
I'm sorry, your
completely dead
eyes are
wrong.
dumb.
You're dead wrong on that 100%, bro. Like, I didn't want to
snap
argue
turning,
with
it
you
just-
in public.
it's
I didn't want to
so-
argue with you on Twitter about it, but like, bro,
It's so
that's
bad,
dumb.
like for immersion. It's terrible.
I think using
No,
the word
but
immersion
look at it
is
this
dumb.
way, like,
I think
Think
immersion
about
is a
what's
dumb word.
important about your game, and you want people to experience that. And if something dumb like that ruins the experience for them, like that's not something.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want,
that's kind of like the whole thing. Like teleportation is an absolute no because it literally would break the world design. But snap
Should have
turning,
designed
like
the world better.
no, we can add in
I don't
snap.
know.
Dude, I have,
we
I have
can
such a-
add in snap turning in like less than like 30 minutes worth of dev work. It's nothing.
Yeah.
So like,
I just
Just add an optional Vendetta if you only have. But I remember when I first played Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, I didn't play it for a long time because like I tried it, but then I didn't play it because it didn't have teleportation. Because when I first started playing VR, I only like using teleportation.
I get that.
I have like half my dev team couldn't even like test the game if there wasn't teleportation or if there's like, cause some people are like super motion sick prone,
Right.
Yeah.
but they still want to, they still want to contribute or still experience it. So I just think it's, I don't know. Everything
we're adding
works
in
with
stuff like snap
teleportation
turning
in my game.
no teleportation for us, but like we're adding in other stuff too. Like I think I kind of lost my thought process somewhere along the way when it came to like motions and grabbing and shit. Because like one of our designers added in like a fucking bag on the hip where you can just like drag something into your inventory, and it makes so much fucking more sense than like a button press. It works. It works so well. Like we're gonna leave both options, but it feels great.
I
Like, we
was
already had a
surprised
thing
you
where-
even had. I was surprised you had that as an. I thought you would be all about the dragon into inventories. And,
Well, yeah, like it didn't seem like a good way, like at first, because so much of like what my game is it's still a fucking game. It's not a simulation, right? Like, like that's why like the argument some people have about like, oh, why can't you take an object like the lockpick and hand it right to the guy? Because it's a fucking game and that doesn't make any sense. Like from a VR standpoint, it makes perfect sense. But from like like if you have a quest, right, in the final version of Heartlands, and like this guy is like, I dropped my wife's ring down the sewer. Can you go in there and get it? And it sends you on this fucking quest into the sewer. You're not gonna carry this fucking ring in your hand from the sewer through a load door all the way back to the guy. Doesn't make any fucking sense. You're gonna stick it in your fucking inventory, and when you get to him, it's gonna come under your inventory like every other fucking RPG, literally ever.
I disagree with that a little bit.
In
The
my
way we
game,
handled
when
that.
I have inventory checks, it actually checks your backpack and your hands to see if you're holding it.
They
I mean,
don't
that's
have-
something we thought about doing too. Like, especially for like indoor things, like the lockpick thing. There's so many people that are like, how do I give it to the guy? You just put it in your inventory. But you know, I guess it'll be fun for stuff like that.
Dude, we have
It
like
just seems
everything in my
very-
You
game.
started off game developing by modding Elder Scrolls games, right? So I think that's
Yeah.
how you're like comes into your game development a lot. Because I was thinking about the other day, I like did a lot of stuff in RPG Maker, and so like my first thought was, you know, I need to have a dialogue system that has like forking branches so the player can pick different choices. And like I thought my game needed that because I'm always used to working RPG Maker, and that's like a necessity. But now, like later on, I'm like, you know, my game didn't really need this that bad. Like I don't really need the player to have multiple choices like on responses. Like it's just not as
I mean, we're definitely
necessary
gonna
as I
have
really
multiple
thought it
choices.
was.
I mean, I think it's a necessity for a certain kind of RPG. You know, like
Yeah,
what
with
kind of thing we're
mine, like,
building.
I
But your
find
kind
that
of thing,
like I'm just giving choices that have no meaning. Like they have two choices, but no matter what they pick, like it kind of goes to the same thing. So it's
Well,
just
with
like
the
kind
button
of
presses in
extenuous.
your demo, even I like, because I've played a shit ton of games, but I've played so much VR, like I've been trained to like.
Yeah, no,
Here
that's
you
like
go.
when you messaged me and you were like, "Why wasn't this working?" I was like, "What the fuck? Like you're what? What?" I was so confused. Like, what do you mean you can figure this out? So yeah, we're redoing the whole tutorial because of issues like that. It's just like there's such a disconnect between like classic games and like VR stuff. So like the idea is eventually we want to make it so literally everything can be done by grabbing.
Right.
Yeah. And I
mean,
think
that's
like
not-
options
that's
are
like-
the most important thing to allow accessibility because you never know what person's going to need what. So the more options you can bake in there, the better.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
Like, so if you want to
that's
use
why it's
buttons, you should be
hard.
able to. You know, if you want to be able to use, you know, grab, you should be able to do that too. You know.
I'm glad
It's
that you
fine.
say this because your UX was like when I played the demo, a lot of stuff was great, but the UX definitely needed some work. Because I kind of do this intentionally when I play other devs games. I go in like brute force, just like not pay attention, like kind of looking at the environment instead of reading stuff. But yeah, I got a little confused on yours. So.
Yeah. So
I'm glad you're
the new
improving that.
tutorial, it's like, you know, it's like a whole fucking void, and it gives you like one thing at a time to do, kind of like, you know, like a fucking Valve tutorial would be, and you have to do the thing to proceed. So that's kind of
Nice,
working on.
nice. Yeah, that's how
I
I
mean,
try to set
hopefully-
the opening of my game too. Like I put like,
Right.
well, the only thing people really get confused in my game is the teleporting movement. So that's like the one thing you have to do.
Yeah, to be
before you
fair, like
proceed is you have to get up
I
and
was
run.
messed up on that when I first tried your demo.
Yeah, people get confused on that one. I don't know, but like I think I got it pretty good now. Hopefully.
Hopefully, we're gonna get the new version out on Tuesday, but that's gonna require some crunch time. But we'll be alright.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
we
good,
do like
though.
a whole new
I'm glad-
timeline
I'm glad you're
for
implementing
the rest of the year.
that stuff though, because I think that
It's gonna feel like a better product in the end. I mean, you know, all the moronic fucking physics-based shit, that's never gonna happen. But you know, all
yeah,
the
not
little
everything has
shit,
to be
you know.
physics based, but you know,
I just
it's-
I hate, and also like I kind of just hate the wording on that too, because like even like our repair system is technically physics based. It just doesn't have the stupid physics constraints that make it so your object disconnects from your hand, because that's bad for immersion. But you know.
But you could just put like a joint so that like it still stays where your hand is, but then it just like changes the direction it's facing.
So I could have
Yeah, if
floppy
you-
spears. Like,
Or like
something
it only
that's
flops when you
terrible.
push it against it, so like it's like solid, then it hits something, it goes like like that. I
I
mean,
don't know, man. If I wanted to play something floppy, I would just like fuck around with a dildo bat in Saints Row 3.
Oh, you know, it's talking about that. Have you played President Erect where you beat up Donald Trump with dildos? That's like a pretty.
I know about it, and that's awesome, but I haven't played it.
It's on Steam.
That's
like
great.
it's a good like
Yeah.
5 or 10 minutes of
President
entertainment right
Erect.
there. Like,
Yeah, that's
but
great.
yeah, like we're joking, but the physics in that are actually really impressive. Like you can like move his lips with like the dildo and stuff.
what the fuck? Bone labs.
Just what I've always
dildo
wanted
labs.
to do. Oh man.
Yo.
Oh boy.
That's pretty great.
Oh
No, I mean,
man.
yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff coming though, and we got a timeline for the rest of the year, and I think we're gonna do we're gonna try to do an early access launch of like the full title by hopefully the end of the year. So that's super fucking
Nice.
exciting.
Nice.
You know, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How's your game doing in like early access? I really need fucking fingers for this early access. You know what I mean, Justin?
On itch?
Yeah,
Like you mean like money wise?
yeah,
I'm
like no
pulling down-
specifics, like we're in public
No,
and
I
all,
can
but
tell
you
you
know.
specific. I don't care. Like I
Okay.
tell everyone how much I make. It ain't a big secret. But I mean, if okay, so if I'm at it, posting on TikTok regularly and stuff, it usually comes in like just under 3,000 a month in sales, and I'm selling it for
Wow.
That's not
$30
bad.
each. Yeah,
So what
and
about,
then
like-
and then you keep in mind like some people get it through Patreon too, so they'll kind of buy
Oh,
it in
sure.
payments. But my Patreon's
Right.
usually between like 400 and 800 a month, depending on how
So,
much I'm updating. Posting.
What's your pricing scale? Like, because we're thinking about we're gonna do like an early access, like an alpha, a beta, and then a final release. And I really feel like those three things should be three separate prices, because like the alpha, like the current plan for that is it's gonna have 25, like around 25 quests in it, right? You're gonna
How
have
are
the
you
whole
gonna-
fucking the city.
How are you gonna? How is that gonna work on different platforms?
I mean,
Like, do the platforms have the ability for you to like?
So
sounds
for
weird.
me, like what I'm doing is I'm gonna have an automated email that goes out once I'm ready to launch on Steam and Quest, and they're gonna get a thing saying, "Do you want a Steam key or do you want a Quest key?" And then they reply, and then I'll send them one or the other.
yeah, like I got that, but so like, are you gonna price it differently now than like is your early access price
No, I
the same price you're
I
gonna
don't know
launch
what you're
at final?
asking. The answer is no. I kind of wish I did, because I mean, $30 is kind of a lot for what I have to offer right now. But I mean, it's still a good game. But like, I priced it based on what it's going to be when it's done. And but I did have
Like,
a
we're probably
sale at
gonna
launch,
do-
and I launched it for only $20. But you know what is about that is that even though I got significantly more sales when I sold it at the sale price, I still made less that month than the months that I sold it at full price. So sometimes it's better to sell less but
Right.
sell it for more. So
I mean, I think
Right.
we're probably gonna do around the same kind of price for the early access stuff. What was your kind of like question, Dmaw? Like, I don't really understand what you mean. Like, because you can do like tiers and stuff, or just do whole separate uploads, like
I was
platforms.
just
What do you
thinking
mean?
of like if you had like an official release on the Oculus store, what
I
would that
mean,
look
yeah,
like?
but we don't really have an official release date for it yet for the Oculus store. So, like, we would
Okay.
just
you
do
just send them
like,
keys. I've seen people do it.
yeah, we could just do that. I mean, you could generate keys anytime you want. So,
Okay.
yeah, like from the
Interesting.
Oculus developer panel fucking thing. You can generate entire spreadsheets of hundreds of keys and sell them anywhere you want.
I wonder what.
Do saves, like if I bought something on itch, I'm assuming the save is the same, but then you get an Oculus key. Do you have the same save?
I mean, that's
Yeah,
an APK
on,
thing, so it should be fine, right?
Yeah,
That's
for
what
my
I
game you
thought.
would, because on for the PC VR one, like I have it set up so that the save file is not in the same directory as the game. So in case you want to delete the game and like install on a different platform, the JSON file or JSON, whatever you want to call it, is like in a different folder.
Yeah.
And then
That's a good idea.
I think for the Quest, I never tried like installing it from App Lab like after installing it like side quest, but I'd assume it would just like update it like just like when you do it.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't given much thought about that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm just wondering. We're really trying to nail down what our final price is going to be. Because like looking at like where the content kind of is heading. From a standpoint of where we're at now. 'Cause we hired like a full-time writer too, so that's something
Oh,
pretty cool.
lucky. I can't wait to get it.
Yeah.
How much was Bone Labs?
Bone Lab was
40.
$40.
40.
40
And-
bucks. All right.
Yeah, and that's a glorified tech demo. So
Yeah,
Well,
I was say that one doesn't even. Well, I don't know. It's got. I guess it's got mod support. That goes a long way.
it's got
to be
mod
honest.
support, and I'll give it that. We're not gonna have mod support, so that's something.
I think that I don't know if your pricing's annoying.
It's so strange because like
It is. I'm like, Cyril, damn it, why'd you
even
sell your
Medal of
game for
Honor should have been
$10?
$60.
Like, I have to sell my games for less.
Yeah, Cyril really like I don't know. He could have gone. He got at least 20. He could have gone up to 20.
I don't know.
Actually, I
like,
don't know. What's the
the
hour?
game's pretty solid.
How many
I kinda
hours?
wonder,
But how
like,
many
what
hours is
title-
it though?
what
I
title
don't know,
is
I
going to
couldn't
have the
beat the boss on the
balls?
third level, so.
What title is actually going to have the
60.
balls to go up to like a full AAA $60 price tag? You know, I mean,
I'll
like
do
if
it.
Bone Lab was like that's like an 8-hour game at most, and like if you don't count like mods and shit, like most people are saying it's like 8 hours. Like, is that worth $40? And if it is, what the fuck is my game at like 40 hours worth of content worth? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what is
Games
that?
are like artwork. They're worth whatever someone's willing to pay for it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That's fair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
very
mean, because
fair.
like Bone
So,
Labs
I
has
mean, that's
huge
what
name
makes it hard,
recognition
too.
and stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because they already had Boneworks, and that was popular, and
Yeah.
you know, it wasn't on the Quest, and anything that's coming on the Quest before, I'm like, yay, it's on the
Is
Quest.
there any
like,
VR game that's over $40?
I don't
Alex is 60.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
but
60?
like anything standalone though.
Oh,
I don't think there's
standalone?
anything
wasn't
standalone.
How much is Beat
Advanced
Saber?
Wrath
Isn't
more?
Beat Saber pretty pricey? The base
No,
one?
Beat Saber's cheap as balls.
Beat Saber's
really?
$30.
Oh, they
I
get you
mean-
the DLC, huh?
Yeah, they
if
get you the
include
DLC. Each pack's like
then-
10, $15.
Then it's infinite.
That's true.
That, yeah, I buy a lot of Beat Saber DLC.
I mean, yeah, I do too. I fucking love Beat Saber, but I just kind of wonder, like, you know, if we're doing, 40 hours worth of content,
Well,
can we
you-
justify that? You know?
You also have to think about, like I said, brand recognition. Like you're coming in,
Yeah.
you're coming in fresh,
Yeah.
and so like the amount of content that you have will not matter. If
I
your- if
do
your
not
game
believe
has-
that in the slightest.
If
Like,
you have
I know, 'cause you gotta
500
think
hours
about-
of content, no one, even if no one doesn't know who you are, and there's no like, you don't get a buzz around your game, no one will pay.
Yeah,
Pay
like
that.
that's true to an extent, but it's just like the scale of what we're doing is so much different than anything else available in standalone. That's the seller right there, you know?
Well, you
Yeah.
like you.
But part
you've
of it
got
too
to
is that you gotta
really-
remember, like, some things, it's like it's better for the people that are already experiencing it, and some things are gonna like sell games, and like
Yeah.
kind of like having like really expansive, like large amount of content that more. I mean, it's good for getting good reviews, which does sell games, but it doesn't really get you out the door. I mean, and I guess somewhat like it would more be showing that you have like the RPG features, and your game has so many different features, because the amount of content can't really transfer that well into a trailer as much as like your expansive features and things like that can. Like,
I mean, there's definitely like
Mhm.
there's
Yeah.
definitely a hunger for your type of game for sure, like 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
But like your strongest battle is gonna be marketing it, like
Yeah,
100%.
it really is. That's why
You-
we're especially since we had that conversation the other day, like we're seriously considering like hiring just a professional marketing agency instead of doing like a full publisher.
Yeah.
Like, because
I mean-
we could get by for the rest of development without a publisher, like monetarily, but like marketing is just fucking difficult.
I mean, are you getting so like here's the thing, here's the good thing about a publish, like at least like a big VR publisher, like you would want to go with like one of the big hitters if you were gonna go for a publisher, right? So like
Yeah.
have you
If you don't
gotten
need
any
money.
interest from a publisher or from any publishers at all reach out or
No, yeah. The only like outside stuff we've had is like porting offers, but yeah, that's
yeah,
Okay,
you
so
don't
those
really,
aren't-
you don't
that's-
really post
that's
enough
not
to
worth
be
it.
honest to get like the publisher's attention. Like, I think you need to post more, especially on
Yeah.
Reddit.
Sure.
well you
Yeah,
also
it's
you
just
also
it's
need
just hard to
not
post shit because like there's so
so
much
spicy.
stuff. Yeah, there's so much stuff, but so much of it is just unfinished. But apparently that doesn't matter. So
Well, so like here's what me and Justin, well, like me and Johnny, even Johnny's, you post work in progress stuff sometimes, right?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like we all like I posted I don't know if you saw, I had a Twitter post where I posted like what my game looked like 2 years ago, where
Yeah, I
I
did
was
see
getting
that.
Yeah.
a Salaryman a beer and he flies off. I
Yeah.
would post the most ugliest shit, and I would
Yeah.
just keep posting because like people kind of like to follow
Yeah.
follow that like
yeah,
see you from starting up and then following your
Right.
journey, like getting your game released. So like if you're, I wouldn't go posting on Reddit like as much
Yeah.
unfinished content because like
yeah,
people on Reddit
I
are
think,
idiots.
I think
Yeah, they
Justin
really are.
gets
There's
away with
savages
it.
on
Like
there, man. Like,
you do a lot. Yeah, you do a lot better than any game dev I know, Justin. Like, and you still struggle, right? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you'll get.
Justin's
I
stuff
mean,
looks finished. Like when
right.
he posts it, like it doesn't look
Right.
like it looks like
That's fair.
finished content.
yeah, because I take
90%
like
of the time.
30 minutes of footage and I find like the good like 20 seconds that don't have any like
Sure,
bugs, and then
right.
like
Yeah.
For sure.
It looks like
solid strategy. Yeah.
But like you can post the ugly stuff and just post it in like increments, and slowly build like an audience that's interested in what you're doing and trying to follow
Right.
what you're doing.
Especially if you have
know,
funny bugs, like if you have like people flying all over the
yeah,
place.
especially
I
if
may
you have
actually
funny
post
if
some
you
of
have
the-
funny bugs. Like,
Right.
dude, totally. There's a whole subreddit called game physics or something, and it's just like wacky shit. Like I had a tweet go viral there one time where it would just
Wow.
with the beer.
I need to
the
post
beer
one where
sour
my
man.
NPCs like boobs are going all crazy because like their IK and the dynamic boner interfering. So like her hair and her boobs are like flying all over the place.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man.
Because I think that you're going to be your biggest struggle, dude. Like that's all. Like that's the
Certainly.
best advice I could give you.
As
is
you're working too, you
marketing.
can always just press like Control Alt Print Screen and then you just like paste that into a Twitter post real quick and be like, "Oh, working on this, check it out." Like I'll do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I record like I just record the shitty gifs of like just some dumb thing that I'm doing. Like I'm just like
Messing around with
modeling a
player rigs
building
and
or
stuff.
like I'm or I'm just tweaking numbers or
All right.
like you just post stuff. Get it out there.
Yeah.
Even if it's like on Twitter, it's usually safe to post ugly shit because people usually, aren't as ridiculous unless you're giving them reason to be ridiculous, Robert.
I don't know what you're talking about. Come on.
Unless you're
By,
attacking something they cherish.
unless you're attacking something that's like an established thing that people like, no one's gonna come after you.
It's not exactly my fault that people who like Bone Labs are of a lower intelligence. It's not my fault.
Woo.
Dude,
I think you just don't get it.
You called friends and patrons of yours dumb for not knowing how to use buttons.
Hey now, present company excluded.
Or
you
not
guys
reading
are great.
tutorials. People, dude, you know how hard it is to get people to actually play your VR game when you're starting out? Like it is actually insanely hard. And the fact that people are playing your demo and then giving you that feedback, I think you need to really look at value that more, and don't just consider them stupid peons that are, that just happen to fall upon your game. I think that it's valuable.
I just have such a low tolerance for stupidity that
dude, people are
it's
stupid
tough.
as fuck, bro. Like people are.
I know
just,
it is hard.
Dude, think of the dumbest person you know, and
half the fucking population's dumber than that.
half the population is worse than that.
Just assume no one's gonna read and no one's gonna understand anything the first time.
For fuck's sake, I'm an engineer, okay? Like it's hard to dumb things down for normal people. Like I feel like that's something everybody can like understand if you're working on a game.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, but you're an artist, not an engineer.
Because I'm dumb. I'm already dumb. So I'm like sitting here just like, yeah, you guys need to make this dumber.
Just get like as high as you possibly can, and then like try to figure it out and be like, all right, can I figure this out now?
All right.
No, yeah, that's why it's good to get people to test your game. I was actually doing with the Cyberpunk's developers earlier today. I did like he was hunting me down. He kept insisting, so I finally did it. But I did like a play test and they watched me play it. Like,
it is insanely hard to get people to play your demo on a VR. So the fact that people are even installing your demo is a good sign.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good, like, I don't know. I would have killed for people complaining about my shit.
Just an example of that
early on.
Same Cyberpunks. Like we've had him on the podcast. I talk to him all the time. He's been bugging me to try that for like 2 months now. I finally like, dude, I promise tomorrow I have it on my schedule. I'll do it. Like it is tough to get people to play.
It is like even our own games. Like it took me like 100 years to play Johnny's game. It took me 100 years to play Justin's game.
Yeah,
I'm sure Robert, you haven't even tried my tech demo.
You never sent it to me.
It's on itch.
I was
I
gonna
didn't know
try
that.
it.
Okay.
Like when I first met you, and you're like, "Wait, don't try it. I'm gonna post a new one like in like
Yeah.
a week or two." And then like 2 years later, there's still no new one up.
Things change. Okay.
Oh man.
Things change.
To be
Things
fair,
change.
like I haven't tried any of Justin's like new stuff,
Oh,
like his
man.
skiing or a vehicular rampage or whatever it is. Like,
Exactly,
I
that's
haven't
what I'm
got
saying.
around to it.
That's a fun one.
I'm just saying that
Mhm.
it's incredibly hard to get someone to download
Yeah, it
something
is.
and then side load it, right? Like that whole
Right.
Yeah,
friction there
true.
is
Very
absolutely
true.
cancerous.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
I
that
literally
I'll send you a new
told
ski. You can play
Justin
the
I'd
flat
play a
version. You don't even have
skiing
to
game
VR.
before the podcast, and I had to
Yeah.
force I was out hiking, and I had to force myself to come back, load it, and try it out. And we're not even talking about it, so it's like,
it's just like when it's something that's just not your normal habit of doing, like when you're just like,
Right.
like when you usually have intent to play a game, it's like I'm
Right,
thinking
right.
at work, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be playing Beat Saber tonight, baby. It's already on the store. I'll flip up my headset, boom, there.
Right.
And then you got some friend or something that comes up and says, hey man, can you test my thing? And you're like, fuck.
Fuck.
It's like it's just not something it's not part of your natural
Yeah.
Right.
thing
I
that
know
you
even
do,
games
right?
I
And-
buy, like if
Right.
they're sitting in my Steam library, it's like I could play that new game, or I can
or
launch
I
Right.
could just keep
Saber.
playing the game that I like. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh man.
So
It's like, or
I
I
would
could play my
definitely,
DOS games from the 90s.
All right.
yeah.
or if you're Justin, I'll just build another new game. Who cares? Like,
Yeah, dude, I don't get. You're a freak of nature, bro. Like, I don't get you. Like, how do
right.
you,
I respect
like,
it.
how do you, how do
Yeah.
you do that shit? Like,
All right.
I can't do. I couldn't do it.
Oh no,
You make it look easy. It's freak. It's
Right?
freaky.
Super.
He makes it look
yeah.
easy. He makes it look. It's like
right.
I see Justin. He's coming up with like new games every 5 minutes, and he's like, "Yeah, I just made this whole thing right here. Now look, you can drive and physics, run people over." Blah, 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 blah."
right.
And I just like placed like 2 buildings in my game, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, finally, some progress."
Right.
And Justin's out here like running circles, bro.
Right.
We're doing
Oh,
like
man.
contract work too. Yeah, it's been a lot. Like,
Yeah,
he's
dude.
designing
Yeah.
T-shirts. He's doing all
Yeah, I don't
kinds
know how
of
the
shit.
fuck you're able to do
Jerseys,
so much. It's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
How,
the
yeah, like
Team
he's
Infinite
just gonna
jerseys.
melt one day.
Right.
that's what that happens on the weekends. Robert works on the weekends, though. I at least mostly take the weekends off. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I usually work 6 to 7 days a week, somewhere in there.
I
don't
work
under-
like a little bit on the
you
weekends,
don't seem to
but
work
not
the
that
crazy
much,
hours
like-
that I do, and you seem to get so much done. Like it's impressive.
oh, like yeah, like it gets. Sometimes I have to like get my phone though and put it on my nightstand because, like, if I get like TikTok messages and Twitter messages, like
sure.
it's tempting to open it up. Yeah, but
All right.
But Johnny, you got an update coming out too.
Oh, I
He's-
do. Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
you
Yeah,
do?
It's like, oh yeah, yeah, finally. But yeah, so yeah, our second combat arena is gonna come out. I think at the end of next
Sick.
week. We're playtesting. It's gonna be like almost. It's like 80 new challenges, new
Oh, wow.
music, a whole new
Holy
arena.
shit, bro.
Not new characters. I think I'm tempted to say that, but we're doing the palette swap thing, so Sub-Zero,
Yeah.
Scorpion-esque. But
Hell yeah.
and,
Sometimes you gotta
and-
do what you gotta do.
right,
yeah, I
and,
say there's still no characters, just not new models. Like, yeah.
Dude,
there we go.
we-
Fair.
I did that too, Johnny. Like I have a quintuplet character in my game that's a quintuplet,
Oh, wow.
so I have 5. So I didn't have to make 5 new characters. So it's just
Oh, I
the same
love it.
character with a different hair color. It's fucking
There we
great.
go. I love it.
Yeah. Easy
Yeah,
content.
easy. Yeah, yep. I'll take it. And then was there anything? Oh, and I changed up the AI a little bit for the second arena. I made him more aggressive, which I think makes it more fun. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I think next Friday it's gonna drop. And I didn't destroy the save data. I think I talked to PJ a while back,
Yeah.
and that's the thing I was worried about was like overriding the saves and like destroying people's saves. And I think that's like a game dev cardinal sin.
Yeah.
And so never want to do that. And so I tested it and it works well. I actually did exactly what you guys talked about. I sideloaded like I downloaded the version of the app that's on the store and sideloaded like the update. And then basically like there's like a intro notification that lets you know level 2 is available. It like adds the new challenges. And so yeah, that's how I just tested. Like that was my way of simulating the update because I didn't know how to do it otherwise. And yeah, but no, I'm super excited. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome,
Awesome.
dude.
Nice. Do you got like a new theme for the second level, or what's the second level
Yeah.
like?
It's more of a the second level is more the designer, he was going more like classic Doom, so it's more corridor based, tighter
Ooh.
areas. There's like little access doors you have to push to like navigate around, and then there's a big outside courtyard, which I was thinking about the Area 51 level in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
hell yeah,
Like that
dude,
was
yeah.
kind of So yeah, I'm super excited. I think it's. I wish we had like more weapons and stuff, but it's different enough mechanically that I think it feels different than the first arena. So yeah.
Nice. Nice. Well, I have
yeah.
a big update coming not
Ooh.
anytime soon, so get it, nerds.
He's like, that itch demo is all you're getting.
Yeah, that's it. Ain't nobody. I was gonna delete the demo, but I'm just leaving it there now. I was gonna delete it because I didn't want people. I didn't want other. I didn't like. I don't know. I didn't want people to play and see how bad some of it was. But
You're like, then I realized no one even goes on it. So
yeah, no. My itch page is. For the first time, that demo itch page got a comment for the first time, and it's been uploaded for 2 years. So I finally got one comment on itch. I was like,
every time I get a comment, I always cringe because I'm like, it's gonna be someone saying like they can't get it to work or something. But
Of
usually-
course.
that's what I was afraid of.
Sometimes it's
Yeah,
nice. I'm
of
like, oh,
course.
cool game. I'm like, oh, okay, phew.
Yeah.
I know, every time I get a message in my Discord, I always like cringe for a second because I'm like, man, it's someone I can't figure out how to sideload it or something.
Right.
I'm so glad I don't have a Discord yet for community stuff. Like, I don't want to work. I don't want to think about that right now. I don't want to do that.
Got that.
Although there's nothing for them to play, so
Yeah, well, there's nothing for them to complain about. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Where's
need
the
to do it yet.
game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
where's
have a
the
big hype
game?
room. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. You know, I do kind of want to. Now I kind of want to make a community Discord so I can use it to like hype up my social media posts.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because like you can ping everyone in your Discord, be like, "Hey, go retweet this shit. Let's go."
Right.
Push it in, gang.
great, my dog's being crazy.
Oh man.
Mochi, why you gotta do that?
Oh man.
Dog attack while in VR. That's my nightmare. That sounds awful.
My God. She has like
Oh,
these little
man.
like mini tennis balls, and she eats like the hair off of them if I'm not like watching her. So she's trying to little ball hairs. And you go grab her.
I don't know why do pets want to just perpetually commit suicide? Like I don't. My cats will try to eat plastic all the time, and I'm just like, bro, stop. What do you eat? Why? You're hungry. I get it, but can you just not eat the plastic? You know, just fucking,
Right.
just come scratch my legs or something. Dumbass. Ugh.
Oh man.
Ugh. Pets.
Oh man. Pets. Mm-hmm. Oh
Worst.
man. Oh man. Yeah, just moved to my new space.
Oh yeah.
With my lady, right? Yeah, and she has a cat, and so her cat was rubbing up against me, and I was like, "This is new. I've never experienced this."
new.
Yeah, I got some cat action during the round table. Wow,
Yeah,
right. That's better ways to say that, but all right.
Yeah,
Here we
that
go.
was the most weirdest.
What did I
That was
miss?
like
Like
the
getting
weirdest
cat
fucking.
action. I was like, oh wow.
No, PJ. By the way, PJ, I tried
Lady of
watching
the
the stream
night.
on my phone just now, and earlier, and it wasn't up.
Yeah, when Streamlabs fucked up the stream, so I'm gonna just upload the recording separately.
Because I was like,
Uh,
I wanted to see like what kind of person's watching us, and because I'm always curious. I'm like, who's watching,
Right.
spooking?
Yeah, I don't know. Every couple months, Streamlabs will fuck up, and I have to like fix it and then go back and.
uh-huh.
So all my fans are just sitting there waiting for us to go live, and you left them hanging. Thanks, buddy.
We'll get that. We'll get that one
Our
comment.
audience.
We'll get to one.
We'll get to him.
That one person. Hey, there's only two at least. Okay, two fans.
I can
Oh,
take a
man.
hint. I'll go on there tonight and be like, "This game is cool."
Thank you, thank you, PJ. You're my fan. Go on that itch page. Give me some thumbs up. Repost my content on TikTok. Thank you.
Oh man. and then hop on Justin's and say, "Oh man, this build's not working for me." Yeah.
Make Justin look bad. Make Justin
How do
look
I
bad.
sideload?
Right.
How do I sideload? These textures look low res. The draw distance on this game, Justin, is poo. Jeez, why is
How do
this
I get the
black,
sword out of
black
the wall?
points?
Right.
Needs more color.
My skis, they don't feel accurate. They're not physically accurate skis, Justin. You just start a flaming campaign on just sabotage. He's becoming too powerful.
Right.
And then we got to
It'll
we got to
probably
somehow
actually
boost.
like be in my benefit because then they'll all be the people coming back, but like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about
you
now.
get defended.
Like it'll be like so
Oh,
much engagement. It'll like
Oh my god, backfired. Backfired, dude.
Man.
Yeah, that's actually
Every
a good way to
post
get
you
a lot
make-
of engagement. Like post your thing on like Reddit, and then when people talk crap about it, take screenshots of that and post those screenshots on Twitter, and then everyone will come to your defense on Twitter.
That's called brigading, Justin. And that's against the rules. It's against the rules. You can't manipulate Reddit like that. It's a holy ground.
It's a holy crap.
I haven't posted on Reddit in over a year, I think, my game at all.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just
I
stopped.
haven't
I just
posted
like,
it in a while either.
it just doesn't
I
feel
feel like Reddit's really good for like getting publishers and investors to see it, but I'm not really looking for that right now, so I don't really like do concern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like you
And
don't.
with Reddit
That's what
too,
Twitter's
like-
good for too.
Yeah, and Reddit too, like you're technically not supposed to post like all marketing, even though that's what I do. Like I haven't
Yeah, that's
gotten
all I
caught
do
yet,
too.
but but I mean, I know if you post like like once a week or more than that, they're gonna get pissed at you, like well, blocking up their Reddit subreddit or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather not incur the wrath of the Reddit mods.
Right. Oh my.
Shout out to the mods if you're watching, but you're not because it's not live. Fucking A. Fucking A, bro. I retweeted it this time because I wasn't going to say any content that I thought would be questionable to my publisher. So,
Oh my.
not even live.
Not even mine.
Killing me,
Oh man.
dude. Making games, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm finally
let's
getting a
go.
PSVR 2 dev kit, so that should be fun.
Oh,
Oh, nice. We're
that's
finally
good.
getting one. That's
nice.
good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Sony asked me for my address, so that's my assumption. Like, unless they're just teasing me, but
Right.
they're like, "Yeah, the PSVR." They found my account, and then they were like, "Oh, I see you haven't gotten one yet. Like, do you have one or do you want?" And I'm like, "Oh, I need one." They're like, "Oh, you send me your address," and I sent them my address like on Monday. So I haven't heard since then, but I think that means they're sending
That's
me
a
a
good.
dev kit.
That's a good sign if
Nice.
they're actually just like reaching out to you to just give it to you without you having to hound them or something. That means there's a lot of stock.
Right.
Yeah.
So before they were like, a few months ago it was like fucking nobody.
Yeah,
can
they're
get
like,
one.
put your name on the list. That's what they told me.
Right.
The public, because I would publish it just for like the physical copies of the PSVR 2.
Uh-huh.
And they actually asked Sony, and Sony just told them to put my name on the list. Like, everyone
Damn.
and I was like, oh, thanks a lot. Like, now, as of right now, Valve is the only company that's not giving me special treatment. Like, but everyone else likes me.
Good times.
Valve doesn't care.
You
I
say
have to go through the normal
Valve?
server. Valve, yeah, like Steam, like.
Yeah, Gaben, Lord
Yeah,
Gaben.
like they're not gonna send me like any new dev kits or anything. Like they don't care about me. Even Microsoft
don't
sent me
care
a dev
about
kit. They sent me a
anyone,
G2. Like,
Right.
yeah, I don't think they send out dev kits for people. They're like, dude, we know you're gonna put it on Steam or you're not gonna put it on Steam.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Valve
exactly.
definitely sent
Right.
out dev kits though, because they sent out
Right.
dev kits of the Steam Deck.
That's different. Like what else?
I don't
they're
know,
not-
like they're
Well,
eventually
do
going to
people
make a
ever have to buy
standalone
those?
VR
I don't think they
headset.
just sent them to people. I think those are ones people bought. Like you had to specifically order it and pay for it. So like,
I don't know. They'll definitely send out dev kits of any standalone headset they ever come out with.
yeah, I mean, yeah, if I think like that's a big if, but
I don't know about if. I think that's definitely going to happen.
We'll
'Cause,
see.
If they,
I mean,
And we'll
I
see if
mean,
they actually send them to people for free or if you have to buy
Yeah,
them.
that's
all
true.
their
I mean,
my
hardware.
uncle works at
Vive is-
Valve, and he said
like
that
HTC Vive is dead,
not
but
gonna
you know,
happen.
I still have a little faith in Valve.
HTC. Okay, you can think that, I guess.
I like
I mean,
HTC
hey,
Bones.
I'm sure you have your nice little inside sources, but they've shown me nothing to prove they give a fuck about VR.
Didn't you see that cool little tweet they made the other day?
Yeah, it's
Go
almost
small or
like
go
a
home?
teaser.
Come on, bro.
You know, just like for the Vive Focus, that was a waste of fucking silicon sand. Like, ugh.
Oh, hey, some people had fun with that. Come on. You
Yeah.
could watch all sorts of adult content on it. It was great.
Yeah, it's a great
While
porn
you're on
device,
like an
but, you know,
airplane, like
probably
Yeah,
shouldn't
you
jerk
could
off
wa- yeah,
on an
you could-
airplane.
You could. Why not? Just drag it-
Why not?
Why not? Why not?
just take a little trip to the bathroom laboratory.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Wait, did you say
Why-
take a
oh,
little
wow.
trip every how often? How often did you say?
I
How much-
didn't give a frequency, but
Yeah, you got some superpowers over here.
I said the
Superpowers.
laboratory.
Super nut powers.
Super net powers. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I would really like to believe that HTC is still in the game, but they haven't shown anything that's useful. Like, I don't know.
They not to you.
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
we'll see.
Got him.
I'm more excited about Cambria than anything else. Like, also, like, you talked
I am
about Unreal 5 recently on Twitter. What problems are you guys actually having?
Bro, the shit's fucked.
Because we're very much considering moving to it.
Yeah,
So
that's
if your
like the
game is not
equivalent of
well,
Unity
you're not making a
2021.
physics-based VR game, right? So
Yeah, so we should be fine.
you don't need the problems that we're having. You won't care about.
Like,
All our problems
Also,
are physics. Are
did you
physics
see
related.
the Oculus release 44 for Unreal Engine 5 enables support for mobile HDR on Quest?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
Pretty
fucking
cool.
nuts.
Isn't HDR just like nicer colors though? Like, or what's
Well,
HDR?
it's an expanded color gamut, so you can do things like things being actually shiny.
okay.
Maybe gamet's
Stuff
not
that
the
I'm
right
not-
word.
I
It's
turned it
stuff that
on
I'm not even
Destiny
gonna-
too. I just know it makes
specular?
like it makes it look a little nicer. Like,
I'm not gonna be using it. So.
I mean, mobile
Mhm.
HDR on at least on Unreal allows you to do so much stuff like post-process volumes and full screen effects and shit like that. But of course,
do
all
you
that shit's
really want to
expensive.
like use that much processing power though?
All
Like,
this shit's expensive on tiled renderers anyway.
Yeah, it's too much. But
yeah, I would say all
Yeah,
that's all
if
stuff
you're-
that like I had in my PC VR version that like I ditched like for the mobile version.
you could probably do some tests because like the physics shit is why we're not.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
mean, like
can't
our
upgrade.
biggest reason for not moving like immediately was just that our models were not set up to work with like the Unreal Engine 5 skeleton. But now they are, so you know, we'll see.
I mean, I would make sure you're still using the Oculus branch, obviously, but
Yeah, we
You know.
just don't have time to do it until probably the end of October, early November at the earliest to even try.
yeah, yeah. Like I want to switch so bad because I want the animation tools, and I'm just losing my fucking
Oh yeah,
mind.
those things look fucking awesome. There's so much good shit in there too. Like, have you read anything about Strata Materials?
The fuck is I think I might have read something, but I don't remember.
It's just it's if I'm understanding correctly, it's like a replacement for regular like material domains in Unreal 5.
Does that mean you
So,
can
like,
make
it's-
your own custom shaders?
You can already
or
fucking do
lighting
that.
models.
I mean, just
without modifying the engine.
yeah, I don't think so. It's supposed to just adapt automatically based on what you give it. It's supposed to be like a smart material, I guess.
Hmm.
I'm echoing on someone's thing. Am I loud?
Somebody definitely
Eat
got
it.
feedback playing.
Eat a dick,
I don't know
Nathan.
who it is.
I
Weird.
heard too.
So much exciting stuff on 5.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you Unity
Mhm.
guys don't get it. You don't understand. You don't
No, they
understand.
upgraded
I'm
the
like-
engine version
I'm
and
thinking of
all their
going back
shit
to Unity
breaks.
2020. I'm like on 2021, and I'm like, man, I need to roll back to 2020 because it works a little better.
Yeah, it's so
Right?
sad. Like you
Yeah.
guys update and all your shit breaks and your plugins don't work and your $300 stuff in the marketplace doesn't work and then some Unity employee shows up to your house and kicks you in the dick. Fun time.
Everything works. It's just like the forward rendering. Like for
Mhm.
some reason, it wasn't performance heavy on 2020, and it just kills the performance on 2021. So it's like,
Because you gotta buy Bitcoin. You gotta buy their new Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
That's the other
Bitcoin.
fucking thing in 5. They're making improvements to the mobile deferred renderer to bring it closer to like performance parity with Vulkan with a forward renderer. That's exciting as well.
Mhm.
Exciting shit.
Yeah, lots
Mhm.
lots of really amazing stuff. Just need the physics to work, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I don't know. It might be a problem for us for like our armor and weapon repair system because that requires physics to like actually fucking work. But we'll see.
Sure.
You could probably try out chaos and see what it does, but for
Mhm.
us, it's chaos. It's pure chaos. It doesn't.
How is it
All our
performance
mini-
wise?
Performance wise, we didn't even bother. Like we were just testing physics shit. We didn't even bother anything else.
All I care
Um,
about performance.
I mean,
'cause,
performance it probably doesn't matter because the Quest CPU handles physics pretty well. So,
Mhm.
Yeah. But like all
what,
our
what
mini games
version
are
of
like
Unity are you on,
physics-based.
Johnny?
I had to upgrade. I think it's like 2021.8 or something because I was trying to
you're
have
on
they
2021?
switched to. Yeah, because we had to switch to the plastic, right? Yeah, we had to
Hell
switch to
yeah.
plastic and all that stuff. And like it's all right now, but man, like my artist is having a hell of a time getting it up and running, and it's just pissing me off. It just keeps on. It feels like every time we get some momentum with plastic, it blows up. I don't know. Yeah.
Dang,
Mm-hmm.
she's like a
Mhm.
Google Drive.
I mean, I'm cool with that, but yeah, I'm cool with
Google
that.
Drive
Yeah.
That's
devs,
weird.
boys.
Honestly, I
Let's
never had
go.
like problems with plastic, but I like usually just work by myself, so I just gotta roll back
Yeah,
my own
sure.
change.
You're right, right.
No, I work with other
Oh,
people too,
man.
but I haven't had like
Air
any
Force for the
issues
win.
with
Perforce sucks, bro.
I
Perforce
fucking love it.
sucks.
that. I've been
And
pretty happy with plastic.
plastic. I would let them glue on me any day. Fucking plastic
Glue on
is
you.
the best shit.
Jesus fucking
That's the
Yeah,
name of
plastic's
their.
great.
That's the name of their simple version of their source control is called plastic glue on.
Oh,
It's
my.
fucking
My.
sick. It's fucking
Mhm.
oof, baby. Never going back.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
have a
it's great.
night
I have a
mode
bunch
for
of
their
different
UI.
like branches in my game.
Does
Which is
Perforce have a
Mhm.
night mode yet?
No.
Yeah, because
How
they
much fucking
suck
time are you spending in the
Dude.
actual Perforce interface?
a lot because I'm managing a ton of stuff.
We spend basically no time in the Perforce interface. We let it run on our server and it just goes. We're fine. We do everything in Unreal because the integration's awesome.
Yeah, no, I use it. Most of the stuff in Unreal, but like my art I manage my entire art pipeline is in Perforce. So like all the offline assets exist on Perforce. So it's fucking sick. But anyway, boys, I think I'm about to wrap it up here.
Okay.
This was fun, Johnny. I'm glad you're back, buddy. I missed you.
Yeah. Miss you
Yeah,
guys
we
too.
all
And
miss you.
look
Mhm.
forward to next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, bye. How do I get out of here?
Yeah,
Where's
we
the
gotta-
off button? Where's the off button?
Where's the off button?
Oh, there it is.
He's like, where's the exit?
Bye.
It just requires a toaster and a bathtub.
The classic exit. Yeah.
Yep.
Every time I see like that head under the stage, I feel like someone's like spying on us or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not notice that. Oh,
The
my.
what?
Oh,
what the fuck is that?
Cashier.
What is that for?
I think that's a placeholder for holding everything in one spot or something. I don't remember.
What is it? What is it,
okay.
like a Steam component that has everything attached to it or something?
I
No,
don't
Unity
remember.
doesn't work like that. We don't need objects for everything. We can have empty objects in Steam. I mean,
Very true.
Unity.
Sure.
Oh yeah, your inefficient stuff. Yeah, right.
Oh,
We don't
man.
need we don't
Oh,
need a
man.
model for something to exist. It can exist like in our minds,
Right, in our
cyberspace.
minds, yeah.
Just in code, like.
Right. Oh man, very cool. Yeah.
Or more abstract. I found out today that Jonny worked on KFC Racer. I didn't know that. Like I like KFC Racer.
What?
was a
That's
thing?
hilarious.
It
It
What the
was.
fuck is
Yeah.
KFC Racer?
It's
exactly what it
was.
sounds like.
Yeah. Right.
Why was that a thing that existed?
Because Coke has a lot of money.
Chicken.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
too. Yeah, yeah. I guess that was kind of my first time like working with like a marketing company, and I guess like I didn't realize it, but like at the end of the year, their marketing budget they just have to burn it, and like if they don't use it all, then it goes down, right? So they just like give money away, and they're like, "Hey, can you make us this thing?" And so they're like, "Hey, can you make us a kart racing game?" And the studio I was at, which was Ember Lab, we worked on it, and like. But they that was it, right? They're like, yeah, can you make us a racing game? And just because they had to burn the marketing budget money, it's wild. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Huh. So you're saying
I've
you
never
should go
played
try to
that
get like a
one.
lump sum of cash from one of these big ass companies at the end of the year?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Go
may do
for
that.
it.
Well, yeah. You can make
Mhm.
like a Coca-Cola version of Heartlands or something.
There we
Yeah.
go. Oh man.
Coke Lands. Wait a minute, that's something else.
That sounds like a fun game.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cocaine Simulator 2023.
Right.
Just be like,
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I love it. Oh man.
Just get with Justin and we'll make a fucking EDM and ecstasy simulator.
Ah, that's a
I'll
good
call it
time.
Rave to the Grave.
Rave to the grave. That's
Nice.
good. That's solid. That's a solid name. Yeah.
Yep.
hmm hmm Oh, that's too funny, man.
Well, I think I'm probably gonna go soon too,
yeah.
because my quest is like, hey, I'm about to die soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Nice reconnecting with all you
I'm
guys.
glad you guys
chatting
are all doing
games,
well and
always.
Yeah.
things are
absolutely.
proceeding. And
I'll try to get all of you guys a new version of the demo before it launches, so you can try it
Yeah,
if you
for
want.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah, please do.
excited to check it out.
Mhm.
With our
Yeah.
better features and stuff, we'll see.
The
Right,
tutorial
for
that hopefully we'll be able to understand this time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
apparently it was just too difficult last time. It was, I don't know.
Yeah,
gotta
I'll
ignore all
definitely
those
I'll try to
boxes.
record my playthrough so you can see it and
Ah,
you
for
see
sure.
punch
That'd be
bag
good. I don't know. I think the new
electrocutions and stuff.
tutorial is going to be impossible to fuck up because it's like just a person's going to talk to you, and there's going to be a floating scroll next to it with the exact same instructions. So
That's what you
if
gotta
you
do. You
send
gotta make
Robert
it like
a video of your
impossible to, like,
playthrough,
mess
he'll
up.
just yell at you more
Right.
because I think that's what I did.
Do what?
Did I send you a video of me? Like I don't
know.
Isn't this... He'll
Oh,
just
you
yell
might
at
have. And I was
more.
like, yeah, just give it to the guy or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Can't remember.
good stuff.
So much shit.
Mhm. Right.
I think it's kind of fucked up. We got attacked so much for that when Twitter things, but
Oh, yeah. It's a bummer.
Yeah, it was-
yeah.
yeah, it was a little much. But I didn't kill myself, so I'm good.
That means you
Well,
just have
that's
passionate
great.
fans.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hopefully we can have fans that passionate.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's the plan.
I know
Mhm.
they're gonna come out with an update and they're back. You broke my favorite weapon.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh man.
I am kind of worried about that. Like in between like the alpha and the beta, when it like breaking save games and shit like that. Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
I know my new update has like all new areas, so I'm like, you gotta erase your old game, like to start a new one.
For sure.
I mean,
Quite
inventory
frankly, that's one
resets
of the
when you die
reasons
anyway,
why
so.
like the update for Medieval Designer never came out. Like aside from me being insanely busy, like I
Mm.
completely redesigned the save system and I was afraid it was gonna break.
Right. For sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll get to that
Oh,
eventually.
have a good one, everyone. It was nice
All right.
meeting you again,
Yeah.
Jonny, seeing you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good to see you
Miss
too,
you.
Justin.
Farewell.
Mhm.
Have a good one, everyone.
All
See
right,
ya.
bye.
Slow, slowly away.